How is everybody doing? My name is Echo, and the other add-on that was released this week is the Dyed Blocks add-on created by DogHouse. This one is priced at 490 Minecoins, which is £2.49. This add-on is $3. The description says, unleash your creativity with 930 plus new blocks in 16 vibrant colors. Perfect for bold builds or subtle accents. Take your worlds to the next level with Dyed Blocks crafted in response to community requests, designed for survival and creative, textured surfaces for unique builds, crafted like vanilla blocks, and by DogHouse. I'm definitely intrigued by this one. I'm not much of a builder, but when I am, I do like vibrant colors, and I do like to have more options. They have outlined 930 plus blocks, not entities. So let's check this out and see if it's worth the $3. The add-on file size is only 2 megabytes. So the creators were not messing around when they said there is a lot of blocks on offer. I'm going to do my best to show you as much as possible. I'll also put some timestamps on today's video to make things a little bit easier for you. As always, once you do have this installed in a newer pre-existing world, you are going to be given a guidebook. Now we have the introduction. Again, feel free to report bugs. Although they haven't outlined their Discord, they are wanting your feedback directly from the Minecraft marketplace. Well, let's get into quick starts. This is quite important. They said, general, this add-on comes with 3 types of blocks. We have single-colored blocks, multicolored pattern blocks, and special blocks. A detailed list of all available blocks can be found under the menu items, crafting recipes, and dyeing recipes. So what are single colored blocks? Well, these blocks are crafted in the same way as colored glass, placing 1 dye in the central crafting slot and 8 of the undyed variants of the block on the outside in the crafting table. Don't panic, I'm going to show you. As for the multicolored pattern blocks, these blocks are created using a special block called the dyeing block. This block allows you to combine already dyed blocks into checkerboard patterns. Last but not least, special blocks. These blocks were frequently requested by our community, so we decided to add them. These more neutral blocks are designed to complement the colored blocks and help enhance the overall aesthetics. And then we have a little bit more information, but again, I'm going to show you. Now, inside of the guidebook, it starts teaching you about the next set of recipes, like the dyeing table, but this stuff doesn't make sense until you craft a couple more things. So I'm going to show you in what I would consider to be the correct order. Now, if you do want to make one of these special tables, it's made with a bunch of different dyes and a crafting table. If you did just want to learn how to make this, you can tap on craftable and it will show you. I believe this is completely shapeless, so don't panic about remembering how to craft it. But if you place this down, it doesn't make too much sense, because if you tap on all, well, this shows you how to make things like the neutral and gray checkered sand bricks. Well, how do you make these bricks? So I don't think it's worth learning this first until you learn what I'm about to show you. So one of the available blocks inside of this, I think it's called rough metal or metal. Now, it's made with iron and copper. So another use for copper. Go ahead and open up a regular crafting table, tap on craftable, and you can make the rough metal, which can then be combined into a whole bunch of different colors. It's really simple to understand this concept, because again, you're going to need these other related blocks before we head into this. Now, it's really simple, guys. Once you have this, grab yourself a bunch of dyes, whatever color you want. So I'm going to grab myself, I'm going to go with black. And I think all of these need to go around the outside. This then gives you black. I would then like to try red. It's my favorite color, so we're going to put all of these around here. And you do get a nice amount in return as well. Let's try yellow, for example. I'll also like to try something like, we'll go blue, and then, oops, that's wrong. We need to put this, that's wrong. I did it the complete opposite way. Blue in the middle, they go around the outside. And then what else can we make here? Let's pick something like, let's just go with a regular white one. And then that's how that works. Like, it's simple to understand it just throws you into the deep end about this, which just sent me off a little bit. So in terms of aesthetics, I was relatively impressed, but we're going to do more of a test. Now, it doesn't look like they have like a metal sound. They sound more like just regular blocks. Maybe that's just me being a little bit picky, because I think the textures in this add-on are very good and do align with the whole vanilla aspect. But we're about to do the biggest test here. We're about to do the so-called efficiency test. So I don't know what the correct item is to mine these. I wanted this to be a first-time experience. So this is going to be a regular axe, and this is going to be with efficiency 5. No difference there. And you can mine this the exact same also with a pickaxe. I don't think this table is a big deal. What about these? Regular takes a little bit of time. This one is efficiency. So the efficiency test has failed. It's a little bit of a pain only because I know a lot of you, including me, also place down blocks, and sometimes you place them in the wrong place, right? So sometimes you'll be placing them down. It's like, oh, I placed them next to each other. So let's try an axe. Yeah, no difference with an axe. So they really do need to get into the whole efficiency thing. I'm pretty sure in some of the latest tech for Minecraft Bedrock, it is now possible to do this. And I think that's going to be the case throughout the whole entire add-on. So for me, that's very, very unfortunate. So if we do just type in rough, you can see all of the available blocks. Now, obviously, for the sake of today's video, guys, there's absolutely no way I'm going to be able to show you guys every single block color. But I will do the best I can throughout today's showcase. Again, the textures are pretty good. So the next thing I found very important to learn before we move to the whole dyeing table is how to dye the planks that go inside of this. Now, of course, you can combine things like red and blue together, black and white, so on and so forth. So to get started, again, red is my favorite color, but it works the exact same way with any type of dye. And I think the base has to be oak from my understanding. All you need to do is open up a crafting table. Make sure, of course, you have the dye as well. Dye goes in the middle and planks go around the outside. And once again, it's going to be the same depending on any of these. And I think they can all be done inside of this table. So if we have a little look, we'll get into the wooden box one in a bit. That's going to produce lime. That's going to produce green. We now have cyan. We now have blue. We now have purple, pink. We also have yellow. We also have white. Now, let me just double check this. We open up this. As you can see, those ones that we've just created can now be combined together to then get the checkered versions. But I'm a pretty simple man, so I kind of just wanted to check out some of these colors. I know a lot of you guys are going to find a better way to use this. I'm guessing they haven't done the efficiency appliance to this, but we'll check. So again, it's a plank. It's a plank. So here is a prime example for me right here, and the complaint I have. Put this down, as you can see, and we put this one down. As you can see, it's like Instamine, but it's not the same with this. But they are just regular planks. It's just very, very unfortunate. The attention to detail in terms of textures is there, but in terms of like making it really survival friendly, I don't see it. So another one that is definitely worth learning is going to be these crates. Now, crates are just made with oak around the outside. So 8 all the way around the outside. You're then given the so-called wooden box. And then once again, they can be dyed. So what we'll do on this occasion is just make a whole bunch of these. Just go ahead and make them. And then I think we need to grab some dyes. Then open up a crafting table, and as you can see, we then have the colored versions. And again, the reason why I'm showing you these is because these are parts of the recipes when it comes to the dyeing table. But we will take a little bit of a closer look at some of these because, again, for decorative reasons, it's a very, very bright related add-on. I'm going to go to / game mode creative here. These are the box. So if you just type in box, you can see all of the available ones. So some different colors that we have not quite checked out. Or did we check out this one? I'm colorblind, so sometimes this becomes a little bit difficult for me to check out all of the available colors. But yeah, an impressive block, none of the less. So now it is time to learn a little bit more about this. If we open up the guidebook, tap on the dyeing recipes, it teaches you about checkered concrete, checkered dyed planks, checkered sand bricks. We then have dyed planks, dyed sand bricks, and a whole bunch more, right? So let's say we want to check out the dyed checker planks, because I like these a lot. Being honest with you, this isn't a great way to learn it. If you're looking for a specific color, once you do have this crafted, tap on this and you can see them all. Like, I really liked the white and the red ones. I thought these were brilliant. You do also have the other combinations as well, but I kind of want to check out some of the mix match ones here. And trust me, when it comes to these checker related ones, guys, yeah, there's no way we're going to be able to check them all out. There is an insane amount of options, but I kind of wanted to get like the weird and the wacky ones. There's also like regular ones with like, I think planks like oak, and I think you can combine spruce as well. I think things like that can also be combined. So if I was to go to game mode creative and we do grab things like spruce, I kind of just want to see how this is going to work. Yeah, so we do have the spruce versions. If we typed in birch, we do have the birch versions. I'm just grabbing regular real quick just to see if we have more options here. So we have, because I like them, they look pretty cool. We also have the lime, so we should have some other options inside of here as well. So I grabbed spruce. Do we have a spruce option? We do. So we'll grab the spruce. So any wood that you can think of, like that one here is black and red, they can all be conjoined together. White and black. Did we grab the white and black? I don't think we did. So we'll change our game mode one more time. The only problem is when you do type in white, yeah, everything under that category actually pops up. So we'll go back inside of here. We have the black and the white. I'm grabbing them. Let's go ahead and place down a bunch of color related blocks. So I thought we would place these ones in the ground as well. I loved these. Like, if they were to just do an add-on with the checkered ones, I would have been just as impressed. I think they're brilliant. The combinations are fantastic here. So these are just so cool. This was one of my favorite, as well as the red types. So we go ahead and place these in the floor as well. I'm thinking like bathroom designs. This one maybe like, I don't know, like a clown room or something. There's just so many possibilities here. Oh, I'm out of blocks. I only had 4 of those. We also have these, and we have lime and birch. So we also have those types as well. So this one is going to be yellow. Here we go. You could do like horse tracks and racings and all kinds of different options. So yeah, this is just like a handful of what is possibly available. So we'll grab a couple more. So now we get into even more interesting ones available here. I'm not going to say the names because they're really, really long. That's nice though. Black and orange. Yellow. There's acacia. This one is spruce. A little bit more subtle, at least for me who's colorblind. This one is gray and cherry. Oh, that's cool. So if you did want to like find a specific type, you could just go ahead and just type in cherry, for example, and it's going to narrow it down. Let's see. Do they have pale? Nothing to do with pale, which is very strange. So this must be a very, very old add-on. But they do have things like mangrove. Let's go and type in dark, because we obviously have the dark oak. What else do we have in Minecraft? Let's go ahead and type in jungle. Grab a couple of different jungle ones. What other wood types do we have up here? Is there bamboo? That's an interesting one. There is not bamboo. What about warped? We do have those as well. Okay, so cherry and mangrove. Yeah, I think there's definitely colors for everyone. I would say a very large proportion of this add-on is the checker-related blocks. Alongside everything being available in terms of planks, we also have the combinations in terms of concrete as well. And I wonder if it's going to be terracotta as well. So, no, not quite for terracotta. But we do have the option for a bunch of different concrete-related ones. So I think these are a lot smoother. And honestly, they kind of set my eyes a little bit weird. But yeah, you can see how many different options, sorry, Mr. Chicken, we have available with these. There's a ridiculous amount of options. They're going to keep you busy for a very, very long time. But it's not just planks. It's not just concrete. Further down, we also have like sand versions as well. There's just so many checkered variations. So Yeah, apologies for not being able to show you them all, guys. The setup would take me forever. I really like this one, though. Not only for... Oh, like a shower room. Yeah. This combined with, like, some kind of furniture would be really, really clean. But, yeah, the textures are brilliant. I just hope that they fix this problem, but also fix them not introducing any pale oak. With all of that out of the way, I'm going to go through as many different blocks as we can here. I'm just going to be placing them down in sets of 8 for now. These are the pillar-related ones. Some... Oh. I like these granite ones. Diorites, bird poop block. We have green, we have yellow, we have gray, and we have light gray. I actually really, really like those variations. Let's check out these ones then, because I don't think we checked out these. So builders are going to have an absolute field day with this kind of stuff. Yes, they look really clean. You could also use them as wallpaper. Next on our list is going to be the sand-related blocks. So that's what I was talking about. These can actually be combined inside of the dyeing table to get this set of variations. So, I mean, they just reminded me of stone bricks rather than sand bricks. But the orange ones, yeah, they really stood out to me with this one. And then fancy sand. But it doesn't sound like sand. Sounds like a block. Oh, that's the different one. Hold on, we need to put that one back. Let's grab the... What color have I not really been using? Magenta. We'll leave that one there for now. Black. We have cyan, brown, lime, fancy yellow, fancy white. And these are classed as the main block, which I think that one over there is as well. Now, reinforced is also an option with this. I am going to grab a whole bunch of these because we already have basic reinforced blocks in Minecraft. I also want to see what happens if we do place them together. Okay, so really clean. No case of Z-fighting here. Something I did notice with a lot of these kind of add-ons is that Z-fighting does take place. These seem to blend very well with each other. Just nice to see. I'll show you some standalone ones as well. Really like these stone bricks. I'd use these for like door entrances and things like that. Can you place them sideways? You can too. Aha, that's nice to see. Stone like this. We also have the dark oak, regular oak, and even mangrove. I noticed even colorful dripstone is available inside of this add-on. Trust me, it gets a little bit weirder than just that. Trust me. Some of the block options we have were actually pretty wild. These look clean, though. How would you guys use these? I'd love to know. Everything is really, really bright. And if you like color, this is definitely going to be the add-on for you. And then the option at the bottom, calcite. Yeah. This was a pleasant surprise as well. Calcite options. These are clean. These feel like a marble. That's probably the best way I can describe this. But I have always wanted more calcite. I've wanted a calcite family for a very long time. You also have your generic kinds of cobble as well, which can be dyed. For me personally, I liked the darker versions when it came to this. It just felt a little bit more natural. Like, I really like that one. And the black one as well looks really impressive. Brown, cyan, green, lights, and then we have this. And then in the same chest, there is also chiseled versions. And I noticed in this add-on, we also have... Wait, what's this one? Yeah, this one's really cool. Light. We also have, I think it's a different type of regular stone as well. So they did think of not only the likes of your planks, but also the likes of your stones. Yeah, these are pretty cool. I like these, both the dark and the lighter ones. Yeah, so here is the stone. And I'm going to grab these because when I was checking them, they felt very similar to these ones. Maybe that's just me. Honestly, struggled with the differ between them both. I like the white ones. I would say this one, but I think it's dripstone, has a little bit more going on. But if you put them together, it would probably take you a little bit of time to actually realize that this is stone and that's a dripstone. Now, there wasn't too many options when it comes to your generic blocks in Minecraft, but they did add some blocks related to the likes of andesite, diorite, and granite. I think we did check out the pillar-related ones as well. But stone bricks in andesite, yes, please. And that's something I can definitely get on board with by Minecraft. These felt, I don't know, they feel very bubbly. But yeah, like more variations of what already exists in Minecraft, I'm definitely there. Deep Slates also seems to have a colorful family as well. I'm going to go with the pink. I feel like I haven't checked out much pink in this today. These also seem very similar to what I've already showed you. Some of them just have very subtle differences. This is the magenta, and we also have the green. There's just so many blocks in this, guys. Like, you'll be here forever. But next, and this one was also an intriguing one, I'm going to do /time set, and we're going to do midnight here. Because believe it or not, these are glowstone. Now, sadly, they don't bright up or light up the color that they are. I don't think Minecraft has that tech currently in a public release. The problem is, though, they don't feel like they're glowing. Is probably the best thing I can say about this. But more options. Yeah, I love glowstone. I was hoping that they had different lanterns, but that wasn't the case. And we also have somewhat the same when it comes to frog lights. These also are going to be a nighttime related block. Okay, so we have the colored versions, lime. These ones felt a little bit brighter compared to the glowstone when I was checking them out. So I think I prefer these a little bit more than them. And then we have something called coils. So these are related to, I believe, the metals. So it's kind of like a different type of, I'm going to say a different kind of pillar. Go in a slightly different direction. I don't think these have any form of lightness, or do they? No, they don't. They don't have any form of light. And in case you guys don't believe me of how many options are available inside of this, I'm just going to go ahead and scroll down in creative. As we get down here, you're about to see so many block options. There's an insane amount. Orange cobble right there kind of stood out to me a little bit. Tons of checkered ones. What's that one? Deep slate as well. Like I said, the bigger and the bulkier blocks within this actually seem to be the checkered versions. So what are my thoughts and opinions on this? Textures, fantastic. The options, fantastic. The efficiency test not working is a massive letdown. The price, very reasonable. And again, I think it has a lot of potential once they do iron out a few issues. And if we do /kill at E, as you can see right there, the mobs die, but the blocks don't. They are, in fact, blocks and not entities. So, for me, as of right now, it gets a 3 out of 5. But if they fix the efficiency issue, I think it could definitely be like a 4 or 4.2 out of 5. I hope today's video has helped you out.